Hello and welcome to this week's video. We are back in the studio on the floor, so that means I'm showing you what I bought this week. I initially thought that I wouldn't have very much to show you because I hadn't bought a lot, but then I popped to the charity shop on Saturday just to have a little look. Anyway, £60 later and 3 bags full, I have quite a few things to show you now. So I'm just going to pull them out at random and share them with you, show you what I got. First up is this tea, coffee and sugar canister set. So tea, coffee and sugar. So I just really like the stoneware finish on these. Just stoneware inside and then the plastic stopper on there. And those were £1.50 each. They are Madrigal stoneware made in England. And yeah, they need a really good clean. But I thought that would make a really... I'm not going to be able to hold them all up together. Oh, brain. I thought that would make a really nice little set in a kitchen. What do you think? Do you like this brown stoneware finish? I think that brown's having a moment again. The natural earthy colours are quite popular. So yeah, those are really solid weighty pieces and in good condition as well. Next up is this little candle plate. I'm pretty sure it would be for candles. What's it called? A chamberstick. Chamberstick? So I think if you had like a pillar candle, that would be quite nice on there. It's just a studio pottery piece. No maker's marks. And it's got this rope handle here. I've had one other piece that had very similar rope design, and it was a bowl with the 2 handles like that. And that was by, I want to say Caroline Boosfield, but I can't see that marking is on here. But yeah, £1.50, and I just really like the blues and the greys on that one. So what would you use that for? Would you stick a candle on there, like a big pillar candle, or would you use that as a trinket dish or a catch-all for your keys? Let me know in the comments below. Next up is this lovely little jug slash vase. It's unglazed, so it's got that matte texture, except for the flowers, which have that beautiful colouring. And there's a signature which says S Mora and nothing underneath. And then just the brown detail around the brim, and then on the handle there's those little dots. And I just thought that was so pretty. And I can imagine this in sort of like autumn decor. So when it's coming into autumn, you've got the oranges, the reds, the dark colours, the leaves are turning orange. And then if you had sort of a sprig of dried flowers coming out of here, I think that would look really nice on a table. So yeah, what do you think of that one? Next up, I picked up these cake server and cake knife, and it's just marked Italy at the back. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. And it's got that lovely pattern, floral pattern on it. And again on the handle. So yeah, I just thought those are really nice and in really nice clean condition as well. And made in Italy, I would assume they're pretty good quality. So yeah, £1 each on those. And then I spotted this beautiful jug. And it's got this floral transfer on it. There's the handle. And I just really like the lines of it. It was just really eye-catching. And that is Ironstone, Staffordshire, England. That's it inside. It's in really nice condition. There's no sort of chips or cracks or anything like that. It's just a really lovely, solid, weighty jug. And that would be perfect for like your orange juice or your ice water. Yeah, just really like that one. Or even iced tea, actually. I quite fancy an iced tea in there. I did 2 or 3 circuits of this little charity shop because there's so much in there and everything is just higgledy-piggledy on top of each other behind it. So it's impossible to see everything in just one go, kind of like a boot sale. So just multiple laps, just making sure my eyes saw everything. And on my final lap, I spotted these hidden behind a door. They were just literally like that, leaning that way against something, so you couldn't see anything except the wood. And it was that pair there, and that's, I believe it's copper with the coloured enamel, and it's got the hanging hooks on the back, and there's the label which says Graphic Import, Sole Agents UK, made in Greece, size J. And I just, yeah, really like the oriental look on those. What do you think of these? Do you think they're a bit brash? Would you have these in your home? I'm just really drawn to how colourful they are, but then I do love a bit of maximalist in your face. Let me know what you think of these in the comments. Something else that was behind all the other things, and I didn't even really notice it because it had other things on top of it. And yeah, it caught my eye eventually, but it's this really solid cast iron recipe book holder. And it's just beautiful. And it's got the mechanism there for it to change position, obviously, change its angle of slant. And no maker's mark or anything like that. But, oh, what's underneath here? Just peel up the price label. Nothing. I don't know. That might have had something stuck on there, and that's the remnants of the putty that would have held it there. But yeah, that's just beautiful. And as I say, super duper heavy. Something that caught my eye pretty much as soon as I walked in. Look at this. It's this great big cherry pie dish. How cool is that? So that's the base. No marks on it or anything, so I'm not sure if it's branded or not. That's the inside, and then that's the top. I mean, how amazing would that be for Christmas? Just to serve some sort of Christmas pudding. I just think it's the most delightful dish. And it's pretty big as well. I mean, look at that compared to my head. Like, that's a big cherry pie. Like, that's feeding a family and a half. I'm really drawn to Portuguese and Spanish style pottery at the moment. So these 3 had to come home with me. I just love the color of this. It's this bluey purple with the florals and then the cutouts around the edge. And that's Vestal Alcobaça, made in Portugal, hand painted. And you can just see straight away. And I mean, it's just beautiful hanging up as part of a gallery wall. Love it. The other one was this. Now, I believe you would have your deviled eggs in there and something else, your olives or whatever else you're having with your deviled eggs. And that one is made in Italy, hand painted. So yeah, really like the colours on that as well. And then finally, someone was obviously getting rid of their deviled eggs platter collection. This one needs a really good clean because it is disgusting underneath. Ugh. Ugh, yuck. but that's really pretty. Really like the pattern on that. Do you still make deviled eggs? Are you someone who does deviled eggs when you have like a function? I remember growing up, deviled eggs were at every single gathering. They were so popular. Personally, I don't eat any sort of boiled eggs or anything like that. I just haven't for probably a good 30 years. But I remember just every single gathering there was deviled eggs without question. So I wonder, do people still do that? Do you still love a deviled egg? Let me know. Okay. And then the pièce de résistance that I got at that charity shop, and I know I overpaid. I just saw it and I just loved it, and I saw the price tag and I ummed and ahed and I walked around, did my laps around the charity shop, and then when I was getting ready to check out, I had to have it. So I'll prep you, I paid £30 for this, which I would never normally do for a single item in a charity shop, but it is beautiful. Well, I think it's beautiful. You might look at it and think, good God, what is wrong with you? Are you ready? Look at that. Oh.
No. Go.
Is that not like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Let me break it down for you. So, this is the platter. And the other thing is, it's in really good condition. Like, there are no chips, no cracks. So there's the platter, and it's just this beautiful floral relief pattern with the gold gilding. And then it's got the Alcobaça made in Portugal stamp. So there, oh, love it. So that's the platter, and then the actual tureen itself. So see all that beautiful floral detail, and then it's got those sort of, not rope twists, but that textured handle, all this gold gilding on the base. It's got the stamp on the bottom again, really clean on the inside, and it's got the ladle, which again is in really lovely condition. A little bit of crazing there, but beautiful. And that lid, oh, look at that. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So yeah, £30, but it is lovely. So I'll have to do a bit of research, and hopefully I haven't overpaid. I just kind of went with my gut instinct and thought I should be able to double my money at least with that. I really hope so. But yeah, just like a magpie, all the shiny gold, I couldn't leave it behind. So that was what my £60 bought me at my Saturday charity shop run. And as you can see, £30 of that was on the tureen, so not too bad. Now, a couple of other bits I picked up during the week from Emmaus, which is the charity shop I popped to on my lunch break. You're not going to be surprised to see this Portuguese bowl. Again, beautiful. And it's got Ferial Alcobaça Portugal hand painted on there. And I find that those Portuguese, Spanish hand painted pottery sell quite well on my website, so I do like to pick them up when I see them. Then I'm always keeping an eye out for the blue stickers, because those are £1 in Emmaus. And I couldn't believe it when I saw these. There's 3 of them. Oh, and they're so heavy. Bubble candle holders were marked up for £1. So I went over to them because they just looked beautiful quality. And yeah, they're a Swedish brand, and it's Orifors. So just on the bottom there's the, I don't know if you can see it, the Orifors etching. So really solid, chunky candle holders, 3 of them, so £3, amazing. And then some more £1 goodies. Was all of these were marked up at £1 each. So a brass goblet with the etching, the floral etching, and just marked EPNS and made in, oh, I don't know, can't make that out really. But yeah, that's lovely. That was £1. This little goblet, again, same floral etchings, and that is marked F&J Pure EPNS, I think is what it says. And it's obviously the silver plate has tarnished over time, so now it's got this really beautiful golden glow like brass. And I think when I picked them up, I did think they were brass, but no, they're all silver plated. These don't have any markings, but it's these 2 little egg cups. How cute are they? I can just see, so when I saw these, I thought, you know those little air plants that you get where they're tiny? That would be lovely with an air plant in it, don't you think? And then finally, this tankard, and that's marked F&D Pure again, and it's got the etchings, big chunky handle. So I think someone must have been getting rid of their collection. But yeah, I think I'll leave those. I don't think I'll shine them up because I quite like them with the gold patina, so I think I'll leave those as they are when I'm listing them. And then another random pickup on the same day I got all those bits was I saw this on the shelf, and that just caught my eye. And then on the back it says Newton Place Ladies School, Glasgow, Schumann album. And oh, I don't know if you can see. Oh, I don't want to lick my fingers because they're gross. And then you've got that. I'm not sure. This has got to be pretty old. And then it's got that thin paper there. And then, can you see that? So it says album, 56 pieces. So it's all music. And then that's the index there. Advice to young musicians. And then it's got all this sheet music in it. The spine isn't in the best condition. It is coming away, but I still thought this would be beautiful for someone who maybe collects music paraphernalia, or yeah, just has an interest in sheet music, because it is really beautiful. And I think I paid £1 for that, so I'll do a bit more research on that, and I'll let you know over on Instagram probably if I find out anything very exciting about that. So make sure that you're subscribed there. And not subscribe, follow me on Instagram so you can see the updates. So that was all for that trip. Let me grab the other things that I got. Bear with. Right, last few bits. So I picked up these 3 mugs because they have an offer where it's 3 mugs for £1 or 50p each. So if I'm picking up mugs, I always try and pick up 3 to get the best deal. So of course, Portmeirion Botanic Garden. Standard pickup, got to get that. And then there was this lovely, very classic white mug with, I mean, the most, I don't know if you can see that, the detail, it's raised, but ever so slightly. And that just says made in England with an F on it. And it's just really understated, but beautiful. And then the third mug, to make up the 3, there weren't any other ones that particularly caught my eye. So I got this one. And the reason I got this one is because it is spode and it's got its sticker on the base. But this particular mug is to commemorate the marriage of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. So not the most popular person I mean, I'm not sure I'd want a Prince Andrew mug, but hey, each to their own. That was my third mug. And then I picked up this teapot and I recognized the glaze on it. It's this brown luster glaze. I have never seen a teapot where the spout is a 45-degree angle to the handle. I mean, would it be easier to pour? Maybe. I'm not sure, but I recognized it because it's a French brand and it is a Pilco made in France. And I've sold, I think it was a casserole dish. But yeah, so that's really nice and unusual. I think that is just an unusual setup. And then final item? Yeah, it is final item. With these tiles, there was just a pile of 5 of them. How many? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them sitting on the side, not priced up. And they just really caught my eye. They're really chunky. And on the back, they've got a reg number, which indicates that they are quite old. I would go so far as to say antique tiles. Stoke-on-Trent, made in England, China Works, Mintons. That's what it says on the back there, very faintly. But it's got those really earthy browns and yellows. And even if you use that as like a trivet, or you could frame it, those, yeah. And they ended up charging me £1 a tile, so £5 for 5 tiles. And I just think those are really nice pieces of history. So that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up. Was there anything that really caught your eye? Did you have a standout item from the bits and pieces that I picked up this week? Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you have information on or you've had similar. Again, let me know in the comments. I love interacting with you. I really enjoy the community aspect of it. So please do drop me a comment down below and I will see you in the next video. Bye.